Hi, I am Sameer and welcome to Na Cheez. I'll first take you to the kitchen garden where we get some produce for our recipe. This is our kitchen garden. My father is the gardener in chief and he grows all the vegetables here organically. So, one of the best things in life is fresh dhania. It smells amazing. If you are lucky enough to have a father who can grow it for you in the kitchen garden, nothing like it. So we have our dhania, we have our mirchi, we have our adrak. Now let's go and start cooking. I think before we moved to Dehradun, I had a lot of pressure because I had finished my flight training and I was in the midst of converting my license. While I was questioning my choice of like, is this what I'd like to do for the rest of my life? So there was a lot of pressure of what I'll do because I never thought of doing anything else rather than flying.
I think in 2017, my banking was very tedious. I used to go 9:30, come back at sometimes 12 o'clock, sometimes 1 because of certain official exigencies. This was the most, I should say, a time which we would not try to go back again. Me and Sameer were coming from Delhi to hunt a piece of land. So when we came here, coming from a noisy place like Delhi, which is full of pollution, work-life balance was so bad. Then when we came here, it was such a big happiness on our face, a joy to be here, that what we wanted 2 decades back, now it is being fulfilled.
I am from Agra. I worked for Punjab National Bank for last 36 years, and I've been hopping from one state to another since I had a transferable job. The last posting which I got was Dehradun.
When we went to Nainital, we really liked that place because coming from Agra, and I really sweated a lot, and it was so nice. The weather was so pleasant, so we really liked the place. And then we decided that we would live in not in the mountains but in the foothills.
I think what cooking has taught me about life is dheemi aach pe. Good things take time, and there should be no rush. In general, like there's a lot of pressure from society, family, whoever you might say, about rushing things and being somewhere. What matters is you make the right decision. It will take some time. Jaldbazi nahi ho sakti. Food was, I think everyone in our family was very passionate about. My grandmother was an excellent cook. Actually, so is my mom, but I saw my grandmother cooking on a chula the most. Watching my mom and my grandmother cook was very inspiring in a way, but I never thought this is something that I could do as well. When I moved to Canada for my flight training, that is when I used to do all sorts of odd jobs to support myself, and I worked in a few kitchens there. So there I discovered that this is a lot of fun. I like working in a kitchen, but since I was doing my flight training, I never really thought this is something that I could ever do professionally. And then when I came back to India, I think while airlines were shutting down, there was a lot of pressure, there was a lot of stress in general around, all my colleagues who were trying to find jobs in the aviation industry. Cooking was just a way to sort of rejuvenate. And I would start cooking, I would make dishes for my family mostly, just trying to, the old ways my grandmother used to cook, the small nuances of, maybe using a silbatta instead of a mixie, or cooking on a wood fire instead of a gas stove, and trying to figure out like what that's like. जब videos डाले उसके Twitter पे, Instagram पे, so a lot of food critics, food writers, it caught their attention. People who followed me on Twitter and Instagram just were very encouraging. They kept hyping me up कि अरे ये खाना काश हमको मिल जाए, ये खाना काश हमको मिल जाए. One day I thought, okay, let me just see how it goes. कुछ ना होगा तो तजुर्बा होगा. तो order लेके देखा, and then when it kind of took off, it was just too overwhelming how much people responded positively to it, how much people liked the food. The best thing about Shami Kebab has been getting to cook for Vishal Bhardwaj and Rekha Bhardwaj. Vishal ji, when he was visiting Mussoorie, someone told him that if you're there in Mussoorie, Dehradun, please order food from this fellow. Vishal has given up eating non-vegetarian food mostly. The only thing he still has is the Shami Kebab. So I think he ordered Shami Kebabs from me and he really liked it. And then people had started asking me, ये खाना हम क्या आके खा सकते हैं? खाने की जगह भी होए तो बहुत अच्छा होएगा. And during that time, me and my father, we were already like hunting for land and looking to build a house anyway. So since the school ka plan, which was the original plan of starting a school, was kind of falling apart. I thought this might actually be nice. We can just build an extra floor in the homestay, in our home. People from Malaysia, people from US, people from Canada, like people who are following me on Instagram and Twitter, I had built that following over time. They started asking that, please let us come have the food there if we can. So that's how the idea of Lal Khoti homestay kind of began. I think the loan amount for the house, do you want to talk?
Yeah, so total roughly it is 1.20 CR.
We host approximately around 50 to 60 guests a month, depending on what season it is. And peak season, we have about 80% occupancy, and I think during off season, it's about 50% occupancy. We were quite anxious because we'd taken a loan and the installments were going to probably kick in. Thankfully, since the Na Cheez khana was already famous, the moment we started, the bookings filled up quite easily.
7 years is the repayment of the loan. Operationally, the break-even was right from the beginning. We were having margins, clear margins, but yet 7 years is the loan repayment. So by the time we really break even and everything is squared off, it will be 7 years.
Our expenditure is approximately 1.8 lakhs a month. This includes the installment for the loan, staff salaries, all the utilities, groceries. That adds up to about 1.8 lakh. I have some investments in SIP, I have some FDs, and I'm trying to learn about stocks and stuff a little more.
It's true that roles always reverses in life, and it should. Earlier, the family was recognized by my name or Swapna's name, and now
when we go out and when people say that, yeah, please meet Sameer's parents. So it's really a proud moment for us that people know him more than us now.
And I think in a financial world, everyone in the town, everybody needs finance, so they know you. But if X people know me, it is 4X for Sameer. So it's a moment of joy as well as, you are proud of it.
What has surprised us really was from a Maggie boy to a biryani boy or a kebab boy that he has become. So that had really surprised us, the way his cooking took up.
I think Dherav in life is something that we value much more now. Yeah, by just slowing down a little bit in life, we get to, examine our life a little more of what we like and what we'd like to do more and what we'd like to do less. I think that is something which past lives before we started our homestay and I started my cloud kitchen, I think we didn't think about that much. But now, this kind of life just gives us more pause.
Money cannot buy this pristine environment, the nature that we are living in. The different birds that we see, that we come across, they are really very beautiful birds. And flowers, different flowers, wild flowers. Every season has a different bloom.
It surprises me actually how well connected she is with nature, because she recognizes all the birds that come here. She'll say, oh, this bird, she has a broken wing, or this one has a broken leg, or this one comes at this time, and this one has 2 kids, and this one is building a nest now. She recognizes all of them, and it's quite amazing to see.
And she also recognizes... Every morning she feeds the birds.
Yeah, she feeds the birds. All the flowers, when they go on their walk, they'll notice these wild flowers that come up. So, when it's November, they'll know, okay, now November has come, so now this flower will come up. This connection that we've been able to establish with nature, I think that has been quite satisfying.
Can never buy that.
And I think that's such a healthy life, If you're staying in a place, in a city where it is almost pollution-free, noise-free, that makes the life more healthy. You can, take care of your mental health as well as physical health at the same time. That is a luxury for us now.
Home was something which was always, a shifting thing for me. There was no one home that I ever felt like, okay, this is my home, because we kept moving from city to city every 3 years. But I think Dehradun, for very whimsical reasons, I can't explain it, but it just felt home. I think people underestimate how much they need to escape the city. Cities are a little overrated. I think cities are amazing for the opportunities it provides, but I don't think you can find opportunities only in cities, especially now when you can work from home and there's remote work available. A good, comfortable life can be very well engineered if you want to do it anywhere in the world.
With Sameer's ideas, we planned and decided to move our countryside where we can have a cheaper land and bigger land and that would make our dream come true, in a sense that we would be doing cooking, we would be doing gardening, we would be having a homestay, and with the synergies which we had put together would produce some positive results there. And whatever investment we would be doing, it will fetch some better returns. The current returns as well as the capital appreciation also is going to enhance. And that is what it is happening now. We see that what we visualized then, now it is coming true. So it is very, very joyful for all of us.